Children, hope everyone is safe at home. So let us not waste our time and let us move to the first chapter, second section. So let us move on. As I told, there is many treasure in our medieval period. Let us understand what are the treasures. If we have treasure, what are the sources from that we took the treasure? That are the many things like sources of coins, from where we understand the coins that have been used in medieval period. That's why the study of your coins is known as numismatic evidence. We have some evidence like epigraphy, which is an inscription. We have archaeological evidence, which is architecture, that are the monuments that have been made by the Mughal empires, that you can see. Even also the Hindus have prepared paintings, that is the artistic evidence. Even with the literary evidences are also there. So not wasting time, we will go to this inscription. As you know, inscriptions literally means writing on the rocks. And what happened, they have a record at that time. This time, in early time, people used to record on those rocks and pillars, but this time the peoples were recording on copper plates, because that time metal use in the medieval period, already people have started using metals and they used to record. And parastasti is a form of record where for praising of the king they have recorded the poems in the copper plate or a golden plate. So that how the inscriptions are being recorded and become a source of information. Coming to next is the coins. The coins also play a vital role, because each Sultanate period or a Mughal period, whoever has come, they have introduced with many coins that they have, and they also introduce and reform according to that. Sometimes the kings used to place their wives image, even their image, they use as a pride, as a coin when they introduce. That is the knowledge of history that we got from coins. Coming to the architecture section, children, this is presently Rajarani temple, which is in Bhubaneswar. This is also built in medieval period, and this is the wonderful example for yourself for the medieval period as an architecture. Even Qutub Minar, Taj Mahal, these are the medieval period architecture that has given us evidence, and one of the best thing that these architecture are still lively and telling the history of their creation. Even paintings like miniature paintings, that Rajasthani paintings, they have all come from the medieval time, where you can see the king empire, his court, his formulation of law, favorite places of the queens, and these all things they have started painting. Even the wars are being painted. So in this way, the paintings have also given a source of information. Coming to the last is your literary text that has been given. Children, try to understand. That time, as the Hindus were moving on, they have their literature source through religion. So these literature sources like Ramayana, Mahabharata, Purans, Upanishads, these were scripted in form of language of Dravidian language, and those are record for our medieval period. Even this is Indian, Indian evidences. Coming to the foreign evidences, you can see this Ibn Battuta is a great writer, and there are some foreign inventors who have come and written about many things of India, even the Mughal kings. Like Al-Burin, he has written about Tariq-e-Hind. Ibn Battuta, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, he was a great ruler and a very good administrator also. Marco Polo, he was also one who came to India and founded about the more customs about southern India. Children, these are some of the things that you must know about the medieval period, and the medieval period continues with lot many treasures which we will open with every chapter.